Come out with a bang. Coach Minzy. Best round here. Remember that.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's another weekend, and it's another weekend triple threat. Oh, God. Everybody all right? Big up to my Facebook massive. Big up to all my viewers and subscribers. Yeah, man, we're here tonight to talk about what transpired with the Reggae Boys. You understand? You know what I mean? Have a little discussion on what transpired in that game. And you're free to call in and share your views. Yeah, free to call in and share your views on the matter. And so I can come out of this discussion. Big up to all my viewers, big up to all my subscribers. You understand? You are the ones who make this happen, you know. You are the ones why I come on every weekend. Big up to Eagle Republic, big up to Gregory Reed. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Nitro in the building. It's a Brianna's coach. How you get that from Nitro? Me used to coach a Brianna still, you know. Well, a few Briannas a coach. Dark Biscar, big up yourself. Big up all the people them. They don't know it going on. So Shana Matthews, she has retired from international football, the reggae girl. Wow. Is this a big blow to the reggae girls? At a very young age, she has retired from international football. Yeah, man. That I think she has served the country well, you know. Mhm. And for her to be going into retirement now, boy, I don't know what caused that. I don't know what caused that at all, you know, people. But we have to big up Shana Matthews, serve the reggae girls well. You know what I mean? As you can see from them days, another jersey there till the Adidas days. She has been there. She has been around. You understand? So definitely, she has scored 8 goals for Jamaica, and like JFF said, lifetime of memory, 2 World Cup appearances. Trust me. I mean, I guess it's her time. She decided to walk. Is this an indication of what is going to be coming with the reggae girls are concerned? We're gonna be having a whole lot of them hanging up their international boots. Travis, what go on? Big up yourself in a Travis. We're there, you know. But big up to Shana Matthews. Yeah, man, she served the reggae girls well. You understand? So enough respect to Shana Matthews. She has decided to retire from international football. Yeah. Uh, yeah, man, we know so them owe them a lot of money, see me. Even the coach, you know, people. Even the coach, the bonus that he was promised, we understand that he has not collected that as yet. So only political things are going where finances are concerned. No money no run pan the coach Lon Donaldson. Some of the players still don't get them money yet. You understand? It's not a good look, but that's what I'm saying, you know. One day if this retirement is one of them that is a sneak preview of what to come. You understand? Wonder if it is it is an indication of what to come. Where the reggae girl is this the fall of the great empire? I hope not. You understand? Fans, some of you all delusional. The team won 4-1. You all want EPL, German, Spanish, French, Italian league type ball game. Algrimson is winning game. That's what count. Travis, we don't reach another discussion there, but you know, that's what we want to talk about tonight for real. You understand? We'll delve into that. But this reggae girl thing, the money incident, we don't know what is going to happen. Will these persons ever be paid? And the fact of the matter is that, you know, some of my people them in the JFF, they always get their pay. But somehow the players them now get them money. The coaches now get them money. You understand? Actually, big up yourself, you know. If I did not watch the game, I would have believed that Jamaica lost 4-1. Yes, Eagle Republic. I be of them things that me I hear, you know. I hearing a lot of them things there, Eagle Republic. But yeah, man, we're getting another conversation there. All who want to retire, go ahead and do so. Football will be here, and when we leave this earth, that's true. Travis, get your facts straight. Jairus, big up yourself. Speak to Dennis Strong on any money matters regarding the JFF. Me, if you speak to Dennis Strong, nah, get a hold of him. Wait, help save us. One can pretend all you know want. You get paid to bringing shame to the country. Who that brain drain? Who getting paid to bring shame to the country? Brazil draw 1 on Venezuela at home last night. Football is more competitive internationally. Yeah, so me hear people that say, yo, Grenada ball, we and this and that. Wanna rather Jairus? Wanna rather Jamaica ball Grenada and don't win the game? Because you see, the fans, it look like the fan base really hard to please when they come on to football, you know. Let me switch up the gear a little bit. Right now, I come out of a first gear, switch for a second, and a third gear, I gone right now. Because the defensive unit was not as strong as it is. And we have to look at the fact that the coach did not start all his strong players. This is not the strongest defensive setup that I would have presumed. Seeing? He did not start some of the players. We see him one cuss Damian Lowe, say Damian Lowe while and Damian Lowe this. And when Damian Lowe at the back line, we no see them something here. Seeing? Get new players. Get new players. And now the defensive section of the game look shaky to me. Seeing? We call back Hector, the thing look shaky same way. Seeing? But the fact of the matter is, ugly footballer play. Because to me, the match was hard to watch, you know. Yeah, man, the game was hard to watch. And Grenada was not all that, as all me hear people attack. That Grenada run rings around Jamaica. Me not say that, to be honest. Grenada play pretty football and everybody beat them. That makes sense? Grenada play pretty football and everybody beat them. That makes sense? I score 4 past them in the last game. No Jamaica score 4 upon them. What fans want? What want? In a tournament, I rather result. Positive result. You see me, I say? Positive result. Me sit down and watch the game and all me hear people and say, yo, Grenada box ball upon the Reggae Boyz and unless when me did I watch the game, me should I use a glasses, yeah. Even though this is not a tested glasses, medicated glasses. It's just to protect my eyes from the light. Cause it not help me vision. Me no see all of that way people them a talk about. Me must delusional or something. Mark you, me no see the exceptional way in which the Reggae Boyz play. Seeing? Me no see exceptional way. But we get the ball in the back of the net. We were clinical. We score the goals. Is the program in trouble? Me not go say it in trouble. But we have a lot of tightening up to do. So them screw they need to, them nuts and bolt they need to tighten up. You get what I say? But me no see the big deal about, all right, Leon Bailey no start. People are say Leon Bailey figure up on the bench. Damian Lowe, while, according to some people, Damian Lowe up on the bench. Andre Blake, one of the best goalkeeper for the past decade for Reggae Boyz, was on the bench. Me no understand what the fans them want. Hey, listen me now. If the coach that lose game, we could understand. The man a win and we want pretty football. Me no understand. We watch too much Manchester United. We watch too much Real Madrid. And I try to make a comparison. The people them a bonfire say the English rejects them not good, then can't put passes together, this and that. What we need to do. Hey, for me still enough. If we not get a creative midfielder, we're gonna struggle still enough. That is a fact. We need a creative midfielder. If we not get that, we are gonna struggle and we're gonna continue to struggle. But me not see the big deal about we score 4 goals. And the pretty football where Grenada play, then can't score 2. People are saying the goalkeeper save we. So, what the goalkeeper in the game for? What the goalkeeper in the game for? Demari Gray goal should have saved. Bobby Reed goal should have saved. So for them goalkeeper have pretty player play for them team and now saving goal. While for we goalkeeper save goal and we don't have no pretty player on the field. Yo, me not understand no. Me not understand the fan base. People, no explain to me. Call in and tell them what I go on. Cause right now it look like some marathon thing me figure run or them something there, man. I know me slow, brother. Me no understand what I go on. Update me, people. Update the iOS. Update the Android. Because I have no knowledge of what is happening. This don't sound good. This don't sound right. It no make no sense to me. The team are win and we still have problem. It no make no sense to me. So what do we really want? All right. JFF, Jamaica Football Federation. Fire Coach Al Grimson and hire Arteta or Pep Guardiola. And these men are going to be taking their own coaching team with them. I not understand. What we fail to understand also is that these countries are improving their football, meaning they're also going out to get players, But according to some, Jamaica can get English rejects and they're not good. But when you check the coach record, it no. In tournament football, it is a good record. And I am not here to defend the coach. I'm not here to defend the players. Because when they not play good, me I go talk. You see me I say? The team is not in full throttle, I believe. Every window we have to change players. And the coach seem like he want to keep the same players them throughout the windows. Will there be another addition of players? We don't know. But you're going to hear man say, yo, we need a midfielder. Of course we need a creative midfielder. But the youth career Anderson. So why would it call for Anderson? And I just one game in play, I don't know cost already. One game the man play now. And the fan base. Hey, listen, me hear some comment, brother. Me screenshot some comment in a some group with me there. Sure no. Reggae Boyz team are one of the most hated sporting team in Jamaica. What me say? You hear me I say? Me screenshot some comment Jason. And I say, yo, the man they really hate the Reggae Boyz, And you have some people that believe players should be in the team that are going to die on the field. So what I am saying, make we scrape out the pot bottom and throw the bun, wash out the pot, and get the players them are gonna die for your team. Because me not understand. Me not understand. The defensive unit was fine except for right. The midfield was poor. Toughy Rudy, big up yourself. Third gear or third floor. Penthouse next. Jairus, we won the game for a 4-1 to win the game. Grenada is at home. Them a go box ball on Jamaica. Coach, not is not the case. Not is not the case. What you talk about? Chevis, when last we box ball on an opponent at home. Coach, remember said the Bernard them not get a lot of game. Brenjan, we are here to talk football, not interested in Philip Paul situation, bro. That can't stop Mason Greenwood from play first. Coach Minzy, from here on out, every Reggae Boyz coach will have to 1. Evaluate players during competitive games, while 2. Winning to keep their jobs. The era of playing a million friendlies are gone. Not only that, in a Eagle Republic, pretty football. Box ball run, man, according to Jairus. And we always say we want to win. A long time Reggae Boyz no win. And look there, we get the wins them, we get the W's them, When the man just come, the man get the doubles them, Now he might get the doubles them a problem. I remember I did ask him in the press conference, Is he worried about not ticking the W columns. I me did ask him, you know. Low all is a play, so we coach use the one game to judge it. Brain Jane, big up yourself on that super chat. Grenada barely has 100,000 people, but that nothing to do with football and athletic ability. Brain Jane. You know, for me, you know, the small you might have a bigger pool to choose from when you have a bigger, but when you have the smaller a group, you know, you can always gel that group, you know. That's the difference. So selecting footballers from England and mash up the football program. That may I say. And that may I go start say from now, people. Selecting footballers from England and mash up the football program in Jamaica. People no call in, man. Call in and make me hear now say. Can't run through all like comments them. Honduras score 4 on Grenada at their yard. Is just another vlogger and his disciple. No, but on Grenada, did I play pretty football against Honduras? Seeing? Grenada, did I play pretty football and then lose? So where this pretty football I go? Me no know. Wanna tell me? Tell me where pretty football I gonna, man. Think a fashion show? Or Miss Jamaica World? Fans want champion football wins it with trickery. Pure six fair job with so we can rank number one in the world, I guess. Delusional. And you know, let me just hold it. Some man too emotional. Team just need a ball under. That's what I'm saying, Devon Thompson. We need a creative player in at the middle. And if we don't get that creative player, we still are gonna struggle. Seeing? When Bailey will on the ball and a shift man and a cut man. Oh, yeah. Bailey will on the ball. Bailey. Let go ball, Bailey. And JC say we need trickery and cut and shift and pile and salad. And when Bailey have a ball, a problem. Yo, a joke thing. Algims did the right thing to give some French player games last night. Come Sunday, the strongest team will play 80. But that people not even look on that, Travis. When you look on the starting 11, you know, I don't think that at 11 them are gonna start um versus 80. 80 is gonna be a stronger opponent at home, you know. You understand? But this talk with the people them a make the fan base a make. Seeing? Hold on there. Father Cranks. You want me drop the link or you have to call the next phone, you know? That one not connect to your system. Drop a link. Alright. No problem. Alright, so Cranky want win on a conversation. I mean, no Cranky come with something different to, you know. Watch it. Pin the link, right? That's it. Because me don't know where fans them want. Honestly. Me don't know what I want. Seeing? People, remember to like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yeah, man, so you can become a part of the Coaches Desk family. We're there, same way, I go and do it thing, So, for those who are just joining us, Sha Matthews has decided to call it quits on our international football career. We don't know if it is an entire football thing or it is a situation where she go put on football or she go play club football still. J-Ross said, to be fair, we look better in the second half. So why did hey, J-Ross, me tell you, man, me not some group in the budget. And the man them fire bomb. Hey man, then drop some darts on the Reggae Boyz them. Yo, English rejects. Pure that me hear, man. Man want team to play like City. Them want to drive Ferrari with RAV4 money. No, it's not even RAV4 money. Police shape money. Hey, you know, the Jamaica fan base, I sample this fan base in the world. Hey, man, they cuss because we are win. And I say we now play good football because something that a ball with. Eh? Me not understand that at all. Who explain that for me? May I wait for Cranky if you can explain that for me. I could not put Loan Bailey in the same category as Blake. Robert Smith, Travis Passer, everywhere me go, me see you, bro, and you always teach them, my general. It's Robert Smith, Travis a public enemy number one, man. Travis a not teacher, man. Any teaching I go on me, I teach, you know. I'm a non-talk cartel. I'm a real teacher. Brain Drain said, Tariq Maggie is him. Well, if Hector can get a look in, after so many years, about 3 years in the wilderness, Maggie can get a look into, man. Maggie can get a look into. Big up the man, them. Big up Cranky, big up Chevron.
Bless up, coach.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, listen to the dialogue.
Yeah, on the way in for the conversation. Because I kind of don't understand the fan base, them, We want this. Hey, we come like the ambulance out the road right now, We just want this, we want that, we want this. Yo, Cranky, what you say?
So I think fans have expectations which we have to understand because fans are watching football at the highest level. And even though they know our quality may not be at the highest level, they expect, given history, that we're supposed to dominate certain teams. And if that doesn't materialize, then fans are disappointed. And obviously, the question has been asked is, what's the team's style of play and pattern of play? Because we want to see the traditional Brazilian type of play, I'm going to call it, with skill and flair and lots of short passes, work the ball up the field. And that's not happening. I actually don't think the defense played bad yesterday, except maybe for the right back who had a challenge game. The right side of the field, the right back, and even when Lambakisi came on, even though I thought he was better, he was still challenged. It seemed like he was unfit, actually. Because he looked tired a couple of times to me, but I thought Hector played well. And, I've always given Hector a hard time. I thought Hector played really well. I thought the two central defenders played fine. I thought Greg Lee didn't have the best game either. So my right and my left back weren't great, but I thought my center halves played well. Our midfielders are defenders by trade, as far as I'm concerned. And it manifests itself in the game because they don't really progress the ball. First of all, they don't seek the ball. They go get the ball. They're not comfortable under pressure. And when they get, it's like hot potato. And they're not spreading the ball across the field in different locations to bring people into play and to move the ball up the field. So the defenders, now they're playing the ball out to the left back or right back. And last night, a lot was up to the right back. And then he's going down the line to find a Bobby Reed or find a Gray. So you never have the link-up play with anyone in the middle. and 5 a triangle going forward. So that makes it difficult to feel good about how the game is progressing. And then I thought Grenada, these are not the Grenada team I'm not normally used to seeing, because I used to play for Grenadian teams. I always have some familiarity with their players and their history.
Where you say, Cranky?
I used to play for a Grenadian team.
Okay.
In New York here, actually. I've been to Grenada to play football. I played the national team against the national team in their stadium way back when, long time ago.
Okay.
But I used to play for Grenada. When I couldn't get on with my Jamaican brethren, I played for a Grenada team. So I'm not with them like I used to be historically, but I used to be around them a lot, actually. But they seem like they have a lot of English players or English developed players on their team. And I know one of the players who played for the Division 1 team in Belgium, actually, a guy named Cook something, whatever his name is. So they do have better players than traditionally have. I know the scoreline in our game and Honduras game doesn't reflect that, but they passed the ball around well, especially outside the 18 last night. And I think we give no sense of recognition or no sense of credit to the opposition. We just think they're normally beating sticks, so it should be a continuous thing. And as someone mentioned in the chat, Venezuela drew against Brazil at home, and Brazil dominate World Cup qualification in South American region, even better than Argentina. So it's getting closer in different regions in terms of how people play each other. And we should give some credit to the opposition. Doesn't mean we shouldn't challenge and question. Because I was asking the question, which is, what formation was we playing? I was told we're playing 4-2-3-1. It looked like 4-2-4 to me. And you can't play two center forwards and then say you're playing 4-2-3-1. Because center forward naturally are going to play in their natural positions most time, unless you continuously guide them throughout the game. So I thought Williams and Nicholson were playing both up front, which then created a gap between them and the two double pivot, and it wasn't really working well. When we brought on Anderson and we brought on DJ, it was a different game in the second half. And the possession stats demonstrate that. The game changed in the second half in terms of having better midfielders who used to possessing the ball, used to play in that position, playing going forward and defending. So it was a different game. So I understand the fans' frustration because they want to see pretty football. They want to see patterns of play. They want to see style of play.
On the cranky. Cranky. You say you understand the fan frustration. When the man start play crank, when the coach come and he now get to win them, where people instead they want to see?
No, but here's the thing, coach. We got to understand, coach.
Answer me before you explain.
No, but I'm going to answer you this. People don't care about the Grenadians and the Haiti now. People are focused on Costa Rica, Panama, US, Canada. They think that's our competition. To a less extent, Honduras and further down El Salvador. They don't think that we should be able to be in any contest with anyone outside the top six. So if we're not dominating and battering the top six, they're going to lose their minds. And that's what happened last night. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So what people are saying is, look, we have made the final of the Gold Cup and semi-final Gold Cup year after year. That means we're in the top 4 or 6 in CONCACAF. When the US play some of these teams, they destroy them. We should be doing the same. We have 5, 6, or 7 players who have played in the Premier League at some point. Think about it. And players who've come through a great system. So if you have Antonio and Bobby Reed and Gray and Bell and Pinnock, Blake, who has been MLS top keeper for years, Lambakis, who's played a few games for Wolves, right? If you have all those players as a collective, you're thinking we should come and dominate here, but it doesn't work like that. And the fans' expectation is heightened because they're saying, well, we're bringing in all these English-based players, and the result doesn't reflect either what we expect or the quality of the players on the field. So things need to change. So I do understand that. Is it reasonable? Probably not, because as you said, the coach has only lost 1 competitive game or 2 competitive games, something like that, where he had his best team available. But I do think going forward, we need to start to see some patterns of play which are not happening. Now, it's very hard to make those decisions in a competitive environment without it being friendlies, because you don't take risks, right? You don't play to win.
But Cranky, a long time, we were told that we're a counter-attacking football team, you know. And we are seat, you know. And
No,
people
we're not a
want
counter-attacking
something
football
different.
team. The
Hold
team
on.
plays
We have
based
a
on its
caller.
capability. Yeah.
Caller, welcome to the show. Good night. Hello? Hold on the caller. Hold on there. We're not here. All right, go on talk, Cranky. You did I say. Caller,
No, make Chevron talk, because I've been doing some talking. Make Chevron talk. Make Chevron talk.
Chevron, what you say?
Yes, so night everybody, night Cranky, night coach again. Good night everybody in the chat as well. So from last night, Cranky, when we were on MG show, we've been hearing the same narrative person saying that it's split. Persons are saying that we should be happy with the win regardless of the performance. And then you had some person saying, despite the win, the performance wasn't good. I was one of the person who was saying that despite the win, I wasn't happy with how the team played naturally, because if it was potentially a more challenging opponent who might have been in problem. Because there were times in the game where, especially in the first half, when Grenada had us. But to be fair, it wasn't our strongest 11. So it's kind of on the fence in that regard. For me, I would want to be a situation where my team controls a game. To be honest, I don't like the feeling of having to be a bite my nails throughout the entire football game. It's not comfortable.
Hello? Okay, we'll lose Chevron this. Cranky? Yes, Chevron. Okay, jump on.
Yeah, sorry, no man, the light come back in my community, so it switched from my phone to the what jump off. Yeah, so what I say is, but understand both sides of the argument. But for me, I would prefer to have a situation where I'm not uncomfortable watching my team play, because I'm pretty sure everybody in the first half was a bit after Grenada had scored the one goal. I'm pretty sure a lot of persons were upset with how the team was playing. And again, what Cranky said, the expectations what we'll have of a so-called Grenada. Because when you heard persons doing with their prediction, I'd never heard anything less than 4 goals. 4 love, 4-1, 5-1, 6.
And we win 4 and they still have problem.
Yeah. So it just goes to show that a lot of persons were probably upset at the fact that, hey, we didn't dominate the game. So I guess that's where the whole argument comes.
Hold on. Did Grenada have better possession than us? More possession than us?
In the first half, yeah, I think they had more than us in the first half.
Overall in the game?
No, because in the second half, you saw where the coach...
So the football game is not one half?
Yeah, no, but remember the coach. Remember I said, in the first half, you could see where a lot of persons would have been saying, yo, I like how the team are play. But I was also saying that you have to give the coach credit, because you saw where the coach made the necessary changes in the second half, and then we literally took over the game in the second half. So that's where credit is due. Because to be honest, as Cranky had said it yesterday, we basically started 7 defenders yesterday.
But remember, say Hector and Bernard no play football together. The entire back line. When last they played together? When last, or have these players played together?
Bernard and Hector have never played together. But the thing about it, coach, good players don't necessarily need to have to be playing.
But you see, you answer a question then. So they are not good players. So we need good players.
What do you mean?
But you
So
said
are you
good players
saying
no need time for gel. That you just
no?
said.
But are you saying that Bernard and Bernard and Hector never played well yesterday?
Me never said that.
No, but to me they
Some
did.
people,
So
no,
when
some
me,
people have said that. So the defense
oh
shaky.
no. All right, look here. I realized this yesterday, coach. Jamaican fans, they follow the team with feelings. And Cranky was on the show with me last night when we dip and we realized it. You had persons who are come out and a cuss Hector yesterday. And we are Cranky if I look for them and I say, brother, no, come better than that. There's a lot of bias in this thing. Because Hector was arguably, to me, the man of the match. So some persons still top 3 yesterday, but you had some people, because of, I don't know what Hector do to them in the past, but you had persons who are cuss Hector yesterday, even Cranky. Literally, when you hear Cranky defend Hector, you know that's serious. Cranky literally have to come out and say, brother, let's stop it. Because Hector was not doing anything wrong yesterday. Hector was the most composed player on the field yesterday.
All right. We have a caller online. Caller, go ahead. He said he want to voice his opinion on the matter. Go ahead.
All right, so I don't really understand Jamaican. Good evening to your panel, firstly, but I don't really understand the Jamaican fan base. When Paula was in the job, I was playing that pretty type of football.
Thank you.
And we did a lose. Then did a kill Paula. Now everybody bring back Paula. First of all, I rate Paula. I think Paula was getting the team there for me. But the team would have to take some time for gel. Now, with this Reggae Boyz team, in order to see that type of football where the passing and the pattern of play, the team has to have a longevity of games together. This team not really there together from one. This team basically is the Gold Cup team, you know. And enough games them get otherwise from the Gold Cup team. And you come in 3D and 2D and then you have a game and then a 2D or 3D. Now go build chemistry so fast. So people have to understand with the coach. No, Mr. Hector performance, Mr. Hector was great yesterday. Very, very great yesterday. Win 4-0. Back in the days, we did a kill with a pass, we did do this and that.
4-1.
We never did a score. 4-1. We never did that. Yeah, 4-1. And we never did a score. No, we're more clinical in front of goal. In the Gold Cup, we never did so clinical either. So people supposed to be grateful. And not just one game the man win out of 9. One game he lose out of 9. So people for just wait till the process go through and everything. We can't just get everybody one time and everybody want put in somebody like want Maggie, want this a person, want that a person, and then when Tapper did that bring in everybody and the chemistry never in there, we kill Tapper. We must know what we want. We have to know what we want because we can't bring in everybody one time and expect so everybody will click and gel one time. It will take time. So when the coach do, I see what the coach do, but the coach needs to get the 2 defensive midfielder thing all time head. That's the only problem I think we have with the coach. The 2 defensive midfielder thing that them basically the same player in the midfield. Nobody never bring no creativity. And the thing is, they say we play better in the second half, but we have less possession in the second half. And we have more possession in the first half. And they say we will play worse in the first half. So how would that? That means a position of football don't dictate how a team play good or a team play bad. It's just how we get the result back in the net. Go back to Monaco. Monaco never was the high scoring team, but they beat Portugal by being defensively and going transitioning quick Them never was the best team, but they reach a semi-finals by using something like this rigid how this coach now. So we just need to just be patient and be wait till the final product. The man just then the job for 1 year. I'm not seeing every footballer or everybody who can fit the system or the way they want to play. People just need to be patient. And I'm a few words still.
All right, big up yourself. So
Yeah.
people, some breaking news there. Mikel Antonio is has linked up with the team in Trinidad right now. So Mikel Antonio upon a ground people. Yeah, man. Qatar, big up yourself. What go on?
So coach.
Yeah.
So coach. I
didn't know your name was Cataract. Donkey.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking.
No,
I
but
was
the
talking
coach
to
said
the
good evening,
audience. I was talking
Cataract,
to you.
and I was about to
Coach, I'm big
respond
you
to
up.
the coach.
Big you up. I wasn't talking to you. You come
I'm
on with
going
your
to
nonsense
big up.
as usual.
Good evening, coach. I hope you can moderate and restrain Mr. Cronky so that I could give you your greetings. And good evening to the panelists, Siobhan, et al. I can't see everybody, and Stan Cronky, who may have left his manners at home. Nice discussion so far, coach. I must say, very good news that you have given us because many of us would have had doubts that we would have seen our talisman in this window. So fair play to Mikel Antonio for sticking to his word and coming for the second game. He clearly was not required for the first game, although I think he might have bagged a hat trick or run up his stat numbers against Grenada. And he certainly would have given Jamaica a different look. 4-1 victory, coach. People, football is a results game. We got the results. 3 points. We have a 3-goal additional to our goal difference. And we came away with no injuries and no cards. That's an important aspect of it, the discipline. Right? And I think that is the maximum anybody can ask for. People say it, they prefer an ugly win to a pretty loss. Then if that is going to be true, stick with it and just keep on them out. Because this was an ugly win, but it came with many caveats to it. We had a squad that was named last Friday. There were several withdrawals due to injury and so one, I think, due to personal reasons in the veteran agent Mariappa. And there are a couple of new faces in the squad that would be playing under this coach for the first time and his system.
All right. Cataract sound turn off. Anyways, people, me hear brain drain a call back for Paul Hall. And if we're going to use pretty football, you understand? By the way, you not hear me?
Yeah, man, where are you, coach? Where are you?
Okay. If we are going to use pretty football, Paul Hall was in charge about 10 games for the Reggae Boyz. See? As people say, they play pretty football. 10 games. 5 losses. You can get 3 draws and 2 wins. Me are going to say that again. 10 games, 5 losses, 2 draws, and 2 wins.
Coach, you said I heard this one.
Yeah, man. We don't know if a bingo French cut or whichever cut, but...
Coach, when we're doing comparisons, it has to be apples to apples. Right? So, Paul Hall took over doing qualifiers, right?
No, hold on, the cranky. Before you say that, I understand the point that you're going to make, but you notice I distinctly say if we're going to look at pretty football.
Well, I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I don't think people are focused on pretty football per se, you know. I think what people are focused on is what I call sustainable football. So if you were to go back to the inception of this competition and be fair and objective, We've gotten lucky.
Mm-hmm.
We should have lost to Honduras. We probably should have lost to Haiti. We're down 2-0. And they should have scored the third goal when they had a keeper and the man, and the kid made a poor decision. So that's what
But
people are
that's
frustrated about. Wait,
but these things
coach, let me
happen in
finish.
the game,
No,
Cranky.
but coach,
These things
coach,
happen
here's
in
the
the
thing.
game.
No, but
Why
coach,
we
here's the thing.
always talk about the keeper saved the game? That's the
No,
keeper's
but
job.
coach, here's what you're missing, coach. You're missing. What people want is the comfort that on a more long-term basis, given direction of travel, we'll have a team which can compete at the top of the pyramid in the CONCACAF versus one which is struggling with the mid table and the lower teams. That's what this is all about in a coach. I think that's what
I
people are
know, but
missing.
Cranky, you are the same one who said the likes of Grenada have improved.
No,
Where they
I
are
agree, coach,
brought in
but I'm telling
European
perception,
players as
coach.
well.
But I'm trying to explain to you, coach, what the mindset is, which I fully understand both sides of the equation.
Oh, you're just explaining the mindset. Oh, I think you're
Yes.
defending. Okay.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about what my perspective is. I haven't given my
Okay.
perspective. I'm just saying I understand where people are coming from when they're frustrated with a couple of things. One is against the mid-table and lower teams, you're not
Mm-hmm.
keeping the ball, keeping possession. We had 57 possession last night,
Mm-hmm.
57% to 43%, but it wasn't that way in the first half. We dominated more in the second half in terms of possession stats. So I didn't agree with the caller when he said about second half versus first. But what people are frustrated about is if you're playing the mid and lower half team, the view is that if you bring in an influx of English developed players, number four playing at the highest level or have played at the highest level, why don't you dominate those mid-table and lower table team, even though they have improved, and you're set up to really compete with the top of the pyramid, which right now we're not there as we showed in the Gold Cup when we played against Mexico. So if I have Gray who comes and hit the ground running, the Antonios, the Pinnocks, the Blakes, I was gonna say Bailey, but I gotta skip him. If you have all these
You
players,
said it.
Frankie,
You said it.
if you
You
say
said
all
it.
these if you have all these players, coach, and you're not playing at the top of the period, when we see the U.S. team coming with the Musas and the Reynas and the Pulisic, they dominate. Or we see the players from Europe who come into the Mexico team who are playing in Spain or playing in Netherlands or playing at other places, and they come in and dominate. So the question is, if we're bringing all these players with these resumes and these accreditations, and who are deemed to be playing against the best competition in the world, why aren't they dominating these teams? Even though some of these players are playing at a decent level overseas for the other teams who are not coming up the ladder. That's the big challenge that we're facing in terms of fans' perception and the reality. Now, I'll say this, coach. I am not totally happy with the coach, his formation, his strategy. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not. I know people say you need times in national football, but I haven't seen where I can say, you know what? That way we're playing is based on coaching. I see we're playing based on
And
players' ability,
I agree
but
with you,
not based
Cranky.
on coaching and direction and guidance about how I want to play. For example, last night, people don't realize Hector was playing the ball on the ground for 90% of the time. He was finding the right back almost at the halfway line, which means we start to play way upfield. And if the midfielders present themselves, they got the ball. He wasn't just kicking the ball downfield like Lowe does a lot of the time. He was trying to play the ball on the ground and play football. The problem is we have no middle to link the
Mm-hmm.
defense with the forwards. We have no middle. Lati is not a midfielder. Lambert is Lambert. And we're playing two center forward, even though I've been told we're playing 4-2-3-1, which makes no sense to me because it's not 4-2-3-1, it's 4-2-4 in anybody's eyes watching football. So at the end of the day, I understand the frustration of the fans. Go ahead.
I
I'm
agree
saying
with
I
it,
share the same
Cranky.
sentiment.
Yeah, I agree with you, with how the setup of the team, it could be one of two things. The players not following the instruction, the players are not understanding what the coach is trying to do, or the coach's instructions are limited. Yeah, I see that there's a deficiency there.
Coach,
And
I want to say something to you, coach. Go ahead,
hold
coach.
on.
Sorry.
What is not helping that deficiency as well is the fact that we don't have that creative play in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but he has DJ who may not be the creative player, but when DJ and Anderson come on, it's a different game.
So why not
He's
start
playing,
them?
but I'm saying that's the coach.
So that's why I agree
Reminds
with
of,
you.
I always tell people Arteta came manage weight of a paper bag and they give me a hard time because the way he set his team up and the way even though he has great recognition of talent, when he has to make substitution or certain things in the game, I'm like, so Pepper's not around, you don't know what you're doing. Here's a good example, coach, of where I think coaches something great credit. Remember I came in your program a while back and I said if I was I'm gonna digress a little bit. If I was managing Jamaica female team, Bonnie Shaw would be in the midfield. You hear me? You hear me say that?
Yeah.
I'm watching something last night, and Vin Playing said the same thing. Actually, I have more respect for Vin Playing. He said if he was managing the team, he obviously was fired by the girls. He'd have played Bonnie in the midfield because Bonnie plays it back to the defense. It's easy to mark. She can't get the ball because somebody in the midfield to get her the ball.
And she can't
He said
chase
he
the ball
played
too.
her. He said he played her in midfield in Jamaica in one game. I think she assisted in a goal. I think it was in the World Cup actually. She assisted in a goal because he played her deeper so she can touch the ball as much as possible and get the other players in the game. Right? That's coaching. That's being deductive. That's realizing how I get my best player to touch the ball as much as possible. I'm not seeing that side of deductive perspective, creative thinking, critical thinking from the coach. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it. I'm not
Yeah.
seeing it.
Yes. Carla, welcome to the show. What on the crux? We have a call online. Carla.
Yeah, man. I'll bless and water wash the rest.
What go
Even
on?
coach.
There.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm there. You know, say, even to the panelists, Frankie and all. Yeah. Um, coach, what may I say? You see, apart from Trinidad in the Gold Cup, but I like you tell me a team where Jamaica dominate completely, apart from Trinidad in the Gold Cup.
When last we
Every
dominate
match that we
again?
play.
When last we dominate again?
We don't dominate no game. None of that, may I tell you, coach.
When last?
Let me tell you something.
Not even when Paul we don't say Paul play pretty football, we dominate the game.
Hold on,
Because
coach.
we say we have played better football, but we still remember say we did come with the stats them on the possession stats, you know. And I say look on the position, it's still low, it's still this, it's still that. So we are looking for Jamaica dominate football game. That now go on.
Coach. Look.
I'm if you listen.
The excuse me hear people use is that, especially the coaching staff. Every time them are going in a game and them are go play against minnows. You hear them say, boy, this team, because they use Jamaica as a measuring stick, so they always been coming on this Caribbean team. I full time for them stop use them bullshit, them man. You understand me as a coach? Because let me tell you something, coach. You see the way the Grenada and them put the ball on the ground and pass the ball. And you're going to tell me, coach, look at it. Every time you put on Daniel Johnson in the second half and the game change, why is it that you cannot start Daniel Johnson in the first half? Is there, because what? Sometimes, like some players still, some coach don't really like some players still, but them just have them in the inside. But there must be a reason why this man here now put Daniel Johnson in the first half. Because the man every time he put on the man come on and change the game.
Let me ask you this, RD.
Yeah.
I agree with you upon that. I agree. We don't know why now start him. But let me ask you this. Would you prefer Jamaica to be Grenada last night?
If I prefer Jamaica to what? Repeat that.
To be Grenada last night. You know they play the football.
Oh, they play? Well, honest, coach, Jamaica on my side. I mean, we have to carry Jamaica because we want them win. Right? But why not sometimes, coach, Jamaica play some match, honestly. I'm not feel any deserve to win. I'll just look straight. I just peel look. Believe you me. Coach is full time now. Jamaica separate themselves from these minnows. I mean, not being no disrespectful. Me not disrespect no team. Me not disrespect no team, coach.
And we have to be fear in our reasoning. We say we need to separate ourselves. We bolster our squad, and we feel to understand that these teams are bolstering their squad as well. Why we leave out the part right there?
Okay.
Why we
I'm glad.
the man
I'm glad they bring.
Europe too, you know?
Well, I know, coach. I'm glad they bring up
So
that.
things are Jamaica alone
So,
get better.
So, hold on, coach. I'm glad they bring up that. Since as they bring up that comparison, I'm glad they bring up that. Hear me, I say, coach. See, either team from the Caribbean, I go Europe, will look players. More you tell me, in the leagues, the highest league plus the lowest league. More you tell me, if them get bigger player or better player than the Jamaican team. Because let me tell you something, coach. Jamaica, the player them with Jamaica. Look on the Mikel Antonio, coach. Look on the Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, Ethan Pinnock, Bernard. Just look and tell me, coach, which side in the Caribbean who can boost them quality player?
Them beat
with Jamaica.
Them beat we?
No, they don't beat we.
Okay.
I mean, no why.
Okay.
I know why you move the measuring stick in a coach.
No, sir.
All right. What me I say?
Stick? Me not use nobody measuring stick.
Yeah, because you just tell me about coach. You just said to me, boy, them a look clear too. I mean, me simple show you say, coach, Jamaica have better,
How do you
far better players.
How do you measure better players? Me can't give a research for do.
How do I measure better?
Just I me give a research for do. And don't rely on me and nobody else to tell you. Go and look for the team for Grenada and all that teams that where you say a catch up on. Because all who now say them are catch up in but they not beat with. And they are not dominating us either. See?
Really?
They are not. So what we want you go do is do a research upon a list of players them and see where them are play football. And then you make a comparison with our players and see who are playing there. Well, when you make a comparison, you can come back with a report. But I put it to you, Brazil have some top ballers who always dominate South American football qualifiers. And they end up 1-1 with one team where they always run over. Like roller. Seeing? So the problem is that we feel for sure respect to the other teams and what they are doing in their football. That is the problem. Listen,
no, coach. The problem is
the ball on the field. So you hear me?
Coach.
You hear me? Hear some people say, "Are the English rejects them are the problem?" So as me say, make you scrape out the bun out of the pot, throw the bun, wash out the pot, and go in the local clubs them and put a team and make them go play.
No, sir.
For the people them, for the people them, where I say I rejects them cause the problem.
Jamaica that get straight beaten. Every match them play. If I saw you, some people will look on it. See, but why, coach? Okay, it seems like we are a second half team. Yeah. You said Jamaica maybe not show them the amount of respect, but to me, we show certain team too much respect. And that's the reason why.
What is showing respect on the football field? We banging 4 goals against a Grenada team where people claim say I run rings around Jamaica. That match I talk about. Me sit down and me watch a match.
Well,
right in that chair.
Yeah.
And I hear rings are run around Jamaica. I'll know me not see the rings there.
No, well, coach, me not go tell you say rings are run around Jamaica. The thing about this, the coach need, to me, the biggest problem is the coach need, me understand say coach need time enough. The midfield is our problem. And to me, the midfield just not clicking. And look as coach, as the Reggae Boy fans looking on, You tell me say the coach can't see them something. Yeah? The coach don't see the mid are him just too.
Let me tell you, sometimes you have coaches stuck in their way, no matter where fan base say, you know. They might work on a system, and the more them play a system, they might expect the players to get better in the system. So I guess sometimes that will happen with a coach. I say, like Cranky I said, experimentally, the coach should probably try something different, try something new in that system. But sometimes the coach wants to perfect that system before him probably reaching a state where he wants to make adjustments or alteration to that system. You understand?
Okay.
So
okay.
That is what I foresee. And I may tell you from a coach's standpoint. And I'm not saying that is what Grimo is doing, but me know so that happens sometimes. Because I don't know where I go on the Grimo head.
Okay.
But as Cranky
so
said,
coach, before the
creative, and me agree with that.
The final point, the final point before me leave, because I'm going to leave now. All right. I'm going to show you something, coach, when we observe.
No,
you see, no matter.
Tell me.
In we start Leon Bailey. Remember, you know, he have Cephas where in farm. And the man would have rather go down if when Leon Bailey make 1 million mistake, the man would have rather go down with Leon Bailey more and make. The man is afraid of something, coach. The man is afraid to make some change. To me, you know.
That. Hold on, that point the way I gonna make no sense. The kind of start in another game.
No, me not talking about that game, man. Me not talking about that game, coach.
Not only that, coach, him literally just said, but not only that, coach, Arden just said it a while ago, him don't know. Him just a speculate. You don't know. As I say, a lot of us would say, Leon Bailey may not be producing as to what we expect of him. Maybe sometime he deserves to go on the bench. Yeah, but you don't know why the coach is doing it, Arden. But I always say, make we get a coach and make the coach do what him do. But when the coach do what him not do, but because he's not there to our liking, start criticizing.
Yeah.
You see, that the same question, you know.
The coach is emulating Maguire, and so
criticism is there still, you know.
Criticism is there, you know. I don't want to say, you shouldn't criticize him, you know. I don't want you to think that's what I'm saying, you know. All I'm saying is that a coach made the perfect point. When we had Paul Hall playing good football, the football where a lot of us say we want, we weren't winning. But now we are playing the football where persons probably don't agree with, but we are winning. But people still are complaining to them want the pretty football. So is it that no matter what happens, we're going to always find a fault?
No, so here's the point I'm going to make. It's just this. I think Jamaica.
Thank you. Make him finish your last point, and then we can. That is it, right, Arden?
Yeah, man, that I it, man. You see it, that I it. I don't want nobody come bash me. I want me see coach. Honestly,
brother, reason.
Yeah.
So if I'm not agree with your point in the conversation, I go on, you know. Yeah, go like
So, coach, honestly, coach.
Yeah.
I love my side. And sometimes when we see Jamaica play, coach, honestly, especially in the midfield, it kinda hurt me away, no, coach. If you see some on the ball, we still
but
but bless up on yourself still, coach.
Before you go, just answer and cut. Which Premier League team are your team?
Chelsea.
Look more.
I can't believe a man you mother go out with them like a, you know. I can't Man you of all the teams in the Premier League, really beat Brentford the other day. I have attitude, but see you later, can you say Chelsea? Why would I tell you?
No, you see you now, Cranky. ask the man say, well, I know me ask the man say, me I go ask that question and then you cut. And the man ask that question and I say, little more.
No. You say, what you meant is me cut you after you tell me. You know, but you cut me, cut you after you tell me. That's what you basically meant.
No, me tell him say, I'm going to cut. Me say, you answer that question and then you cut. Then that we do.
If you had said Man City, you probably have a further comment, but that's another story.
No, man, would I say cut straight, man? Little more.
Yeah. So here's the thing, coach. Here's the frustration of the fans, but people got to realize. this is my view, and others may disagree. We may have what I deem to be the best collection of players playing at the highest level, maybe in the history of Jamaica football. Right? That's part of the frustration. So if you had, in terms of the number of players, not necessarily individual players, but the number of players. So if you have that and you're not winning with style and with certain precision, and the football is not attractive, people are going to get frustrated, coach. That's what's happening. And if you can't see over a year now, because we talked about this the other day, he's been in the role for more than a year, any system of play, style of play, you're going to get frustrated, coach. And if certain players are not producing and they still retain their games, you're going to get frustrated. And rightly so. So people shouldn't say, well, the fans are ungrateful and the fans are not supportive and the fans are miserable, all these things. Some are, because we're always going to be that way. You never have consensus with fans. But we also have to give the perspective that fans have a right sometimes to be frustrated if, even though you're getting results, and everyone says it's a results business, but coach, I've heard people say this a lot of times. I would take the results for a year, but after a while, you got to change the pattern of play because it's got to be more attractive, which means I have to feel that every time I come watch you play, I think you're going to win, sometimes even dominate, because I know what you're doing is sustainable. If it's a one-off situation, I'm not happy. If you're playing good football today and you're poor tomorrow, I'm not happy. I want to see week in, week out. So I can be comfortable with my team that you're progressing and I can see in terms of direction of travel and where you're going. I can see the road ahead. I can see the improvement continually and I can be going on that journey with you. Otherwise, I'm going to be frustrated. And that's what we're seeing. I can't sit there and say, you know what, I'm very impressed with the coach because I'm not. Not today. We're winning and that's great and we're happy. But last night I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable at 2-1 when they should have scored and make it 2-2. I was uncomfortable when the kid get away and the goalkeeper and he barely escaped them not scoring. I was uncomfortable and you don't want to watch football and feel uncomfortable. I mean, you should know what I feel like, coach.
No, you should know that too.
No, you support Man U. You should know what I feel like. I'm unbeaten this year. I'm unbeaten.
No,
one thing, coach.
Me put on
Coach,
my
one thing.
seatbelt long time, you know.
Coach, one thing I realize, you know, you see the Arsenal fans, them.
Yeah, man.
One good season, you know.
They,
one and a. Why?
Stefan, these people know about uncomfortableness in watching a football game, you know. So he must say me should know that. Him know that. Make me hear from the caller. Do I go on?
Yes, sir, coach.
Good day, you know.
Coach.
Do it.
Down here?
Yeah, man, we're live,
yes,
man.
sir. All right. So, really, the match against Grenada wasn't too bad. With the team traveling, get used to the long travel. A 3-goal win against a good Grenada team. Grenada is good. I'm not trying to say they are top 50 good, but they are top. They can push for a top 75, top 80 team in the world. And also thought that Hull Grimson was doing a bit of man management and squad rotation because he knows Haiti is the better team, and the Haiti game is going to be a bit tougher of a challenge.
Thank you.
So I believe he was managing the minutes and manage the legs so that we are able to get a win against Haiti.
Can I say something to caller? A caller?
Yes, correct.
So I'm confused about the better team. So here's the question for you. It's a better team. Where are the better players coming in? I know Antonio's coming in. So if we think about Lowe versus Hector, is Lowe better than Hector at this point? So let's go with the players individually. Because we say he's saving the better players, which I'm not seeing. Antonio wasn't here. So based on what we had last night, who is better on the bench? Maybe the two midfielders are, but those two midfielders who played last night were regular starters. Right?
Bailey never started as a regular starter.
Which Bailey? Is there a new Bailey on the team? Because the one who played for Jamaica has been beyond awful. Let me be frank and not pull any punches, not be political. Bailey is a liability to Jamaica. Not debatable. Go watch the stats. Go watch the game. Even last night when he came on, did he do anything in the game? We saw Anderson came on and do really well. We see DJ came on and play well. How did Bailey play when he come on?
Give back the ball to the opponent as soon
So,
as you win it back.
so I will say this. I look at it as a cohesive unit, as a group. So Andre Blake didn't play. Lowe didn't play. That's two players that he's resting. He only gave Bailey 30 minutes. That's three. Who's the other player? Antonio, it wasn't in the squad. That's four. I thought he would have pulled Damari Gray off a little bit earlier once we were up 2 goals late in the match, but that didn't happen. So he rested about 4 players, if not 5 players in the squad, looking ahead to the Haiti match. So he definitely that was definitely intentional. Because Haiti is a better team than Grenada. There's no question. So, Cranky, do you agree or disagree that Haiti is a better team than Grenada?
I'm still having here where you told me the players on the bench are better than the ones who started. I do agree that Haiti's a better team than Grenada. That's not disputable.
Andre Blake is clearly a better player.
Andre Blake is a better shot stopper than Wade. There's no comparison with the two using their feet. He's a better shot stopper. He's been a brilliant shot stopper in MLS. But Wade has never had a bad game for Jamaica since I've been watching him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wade is Wade is comfortable on the ball, playing the ball on the ground, and don't kick the ball 60 yards down the field and turn it over. That's a fact. I'm a Blake proponent, but let's be fair to Wade. He's played well every time he played for Jamaica.
But so playing well doesn't mean that he's a better player, Cranky.
I didn't say he was a better player. I said better with his feet.
What he asked. That's what he asked.
Yeah, but I don't know how I judge Wade when Wade hasn't made took a foot wrong for the entire time he played for Jamaica. So I don't see the improvement in the goalkeeper in terms of us winning a game because Wade does as well as Blake does.
Cranky. Okay, yes. Cranky. So I've watched Wade since he's been at UConn. I've watched Wade. I've been asking for Wade to be in the team a long time. So Wade is not a new player to me. I've seen Wade since he was at another college before he transferred to UConn. So Wade, once he played and once he settled and got a USL contract and earned that starting job, he got in. What Wade is doing is not surprising for anybody who's watched him over the past 5 years, right? But Blake right now is the better player. Blake also makes Jamaica a better team. Okay, so that's one player. I would give Lowe an edge over Hector right now. Hector has started the League One season with Charlton Athletic. Very good, but I would still give Lowe. I'm not.
Based on what? What's the great? So you just gave me Blake, even though you haven't told me what the rationale is. What's the rationale for Lowe being better than Hector? I'll give him the slight hedge as you mentioned. What's the rationale?
Lowe has played better against better opponents over the past 7 to 9 months.
We haven't seen Hector against better opponents, so that comparison is not a fair one because we haven't seen Hector. We haven't seen Hector for 2 years. We saw him last night.
Yeah, but we saw
passing the ball. Wait. We saw him passing the ball on the ground last night, finding his target, finding his teammate. Can we say the same for Lowe in a lot of times? Or do we see the ball dumped downfield when we even have no pressure?
Yeah, do it. You have to be realistic because at one point in time, the same thing that persons usually criticize Lowe for, whenever he gets the ball, he just boofs it up the field for somebody to knock it down. Where Hector himself was, even when Latibodier and Lambert weren't coming for the ball, he still made some incisive passes. One time, I think he switched the wing with the ball on the ground all the way over to Damari Gray. Not in the air, the ball was literally on the ground and he was playing right centre back. And he pinged the ball on the ground. Yeah, so that's a difference. So that's one thing. So Cranky asks, what other category would you say Lowe is better than him? Because Hector was more composed than him.
I think Lowe can deal with the more physical, athletic type players better than Hector on a one-on-one battle. But
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
So before we go for that, say this. All right. You know, I think Lowe didn't play last night. I think the 2 goals he gave away against in the previous game, why the coach benched him. Because the coach took him out of that game, don't forget. He got removed from that game.
For Bernard.
I don't think he was benched because of Haiti.
And then
That's my view.
and also look at this. It's good that Jamaica can bring in a replacement that can step up above Low. We're able to do that. That's good that we can bring in a improved Hector to replace a Low that has a bad game. So now Low has to fight for his spot. The other defender I like, I personally I've watched him, not as much a club, but for the national team. To me, Lambert's is by far one of our best defenders. Period. Out of the entire group, I think Lambert's is better than Pinnock, Low, Matt.
Wait, what?
Lee.
You got too far.
I don't think we should drink before we come on the program. I think we should make sure we drink water, not liquor. Don't drink liquor before coming on the program.
No.
But to make cataract, get over to the youth.
No. Hold on. We just flying for more.
Withdraw that statement.
Oh, you fly for more beer. Oh, understand.
Withdraw that statement. Regarding Lambert's and Ethan Pinnock. And I will be happy to allow you to continue, but I cannot, in good conscience, allow you to chat a bag of hot ear. Come on, my brother. Just wait. Just be a man. All
right, we pull it back. Lambert's is better than.
Withdraw it. Don't pull it back and put it nowhere. No. Throw out the trash. The trash talking.
All right. And then the other thing I would say, Daniel Johnson. This is the thing with Daniel Johnson. He is a defensive liability. He is our best creator and probably one of our best passers. And when you put him in the right, but if our team starts getting a run at early in the match with Daniel Johnson have to pay it in a defensive stance, 60-70% of the first 45 minutes, trust me, the floodgates would open so quick. Daniel Johnson does not do well in that situation. So I believe the coach used him at the right time in the right situation.
All right, do I? So
Daniel
I have to
Johnson,
counter what you just said.
Yes.
I have to counter what you said. So I get what you mean.
All
Daniel
right,
Johnson is not the best defensively, which most persons would agree. But what Cranky had said with DJ, and I agree with Cranky 100% with this, I never saw the sense in starting two forwards. So if Daniel Johnson is the most creative player we have in the team right now, why not start Daniel Johnson as the creative midfielder and just have the one striker up there with the two players behind him? Don't you think that could work? Instead of having DJ playing defensive midfield.
So you mean start the one striker in terms of just having Shamar Nicholson up top?
Yeah, and like the wingers play off him, because you don't necessarily need the attacking, because Mario Williams was playing somewhat off Bowser yesterday. You saw where Williams was the one making the runs, but there was still not much creativity there. So as you are saying, the DJ is our most creative player, which I can agree. So imagine if you had that creative player with. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I will say this. You can't start a game with Boza alone up top if you're trying to be on the front foot. You better base your Fiznit, your blood pressure medication, the whole yard. Because this is the issue with Boza. He can hold up the ball. The problem, it will take Boza about 10 shots to get 2 on target. And the whole team will be holding them, handing them on, going, geez and peace. That's the problem with Boza being up top. His accuracy ratio on his shot is very low, and it frustrated, and it starts to frustrate the mood of the whole team early and quick.
So Dwight,
you need to know when to use Boza.
All right, Dwight, make your final point so we can hear some of my new panelists. A panel full enough.
I'll be here. So looking for another 3-goal victory for Jamaica in Trinidad, and hopefully the team is disciplined and the boys handle their curfew and not enjoy too much of the weekend in Trinidad. But I look for another 2 to 3 goal victory against Haiti. Bless up.
All right, cool. Big up yourself.
Can just piggyback?
Yeah,
I just wanted to say something about this point regarding Daniel Johnson.
It's not that he is a defensive liability, but why do you think, okay, we play good for 25 minutes and then teams just starting to pressure us? It's because of ball retention. There's nobody to help us retain the ball. So if you're going to look at Daniel Johnson and say, okay, he's a defensive liability, which I don't think he is, and it's going to affect the team that much, it's because we can't retain the ball. We're giving back the opponents the ball to come at us. So when we do that, it's obvious teams are going to be running at us, running at us. But if we have somebody like him from the jump in the team, he will help us to maintain possession and retain the ball a little more, which would keep the pressure off our team. You understand? So it's not to say, okay, he's a defensive liability, but with a person like that, his qualities in the midfield, he will help us to retain the ball and relieve some of the pressure that we are coming under when we start games. You understand?
So, coach, apologies for earlier. There was a power outage, right? I'm back. But the conversation has progressed, so I'll just join where it is. Daniel Johnson is a central attacking midfielder. He was been that since his days at Aston Villa, Preston North End, and now he's at Stoke City, where he doesn't start. He comes off the bench. I think Daniel Johnson does well for us off the bench, and I am happy to have him have that role when the coach needs to send in new instructions and change the course of a game. But he will try, but Cronky and I saw him really struggle in that central defensive midfield area, center of the park area in Orlando, because that is not his natural game. His natural game, he's a different kind of Cam. He plays a lot of short passes, a lot of through balls. In his last time at Preston, the striker is one who's eligible for Jamaica, but not likely to play for Jamaica, who's Cameron Archer. And he benefited a lot from Daniel Johnson being there. I think Leon Delap, if I'm not mistaken, is another one who had benefited. That's the kind of Cam that Daniel Johnson is. Bobby Reid, and this is where I think the coach is trying to fit his players in, but somebody's gonna have to hold the bench. What Dwight said about Shamar, I am not a fan of Boza, right? I think he misses too many chances and his conversion rate is poor for club level, worse at the international level where chances are at a premium. However, one cannot doubt that he is a physical presence up front, and that maybe coach, I don't think we'll see it because I think he'll be benched and Antonio start, but maybe we're looking at Damari Gray on the left, Boza at top, Michael Antonio on the right wing, and Bobby Reid in the hole with the number 10. And that may be our most potent attack. Now, in Leon Bailey's defense, I will say I saw him heavily bandaged, and I didn't understand why he needed to be on the field. But bandaged or not, he was doing what he normally does, which is to try too hard, lose the ball, turn over possession, and the things come back at us. So I am going with the persons who say Bailey needs to come on as an impact player after the teams are, have some tire in their legs. And the last point, coach, I want to make about this whole going forward scenario is this. Look, we got what we've been asking for. We've been asking to win games, score a lot of goals, and be disciplined in terms of not getting any cards, not picking up injuries, being fit and ready. And I think we ticked all of those boxes. Siobhan, we were outpossessed by Grenada, and that is nobody can say that is not a problem. That's an issue. If your team is 100 and something in the world and they're outpossessing we have an issue, brother. And when I asked the coach the question in the press conference, and he simply said, "Oh, look at the last Haiti game where we had 70% possession." that seemed to be a blip. And if we're not going to be that team, we're just not going to be that team, and we accept it. And coach,
and I think he said something to the other in that one of those press conferences, you know, not these recent ones. He made mention of there's no team that is going to be fully 100% in all areas. Defensively solid in the midfield and solid attacking wise, plus have possession of the football, plus keeping the ball, plus dominating. I think he had said something. I'm not saying it verbatim, but I think he had said something like that.
You are correct, coach. You did hear correct. He's saying that. I took it to mean, and I'm paraphrasing, that we have to decide what we want to be and be good at one or two things rather than trying to be a jack of all trades. That's how I took it.
And I'm
fine, and I'm willing to listen to him, but I'm also accepting praises, bust some blanks. I noticed people don't mention the name Cataract, although they had a very good laugh with the performance of Kira Anderson, who for the past 2 years I have been trumpeting this young man's name. He came on and he did creditably, especially for a young man his age. People don't realize the physical size of the Grenadians. There's some big lads there, right? I saw him dismiss and break out of 3 of them when they tried to triple team him. Stayed on his foot, progressed, carried the ball forward, and then was able to lay off an excellent pass to the outside, right?
That's one.
He lost the ball he lost possession only once in the game.
That's 2.
He had, I think, 1 or 2 interceptions, which is his defensive work.
What about movement? What about in off the ball movement?
He put himself in places where he would be available for the ball, which is what a true CDM does. That's what I've been saying ad nauseum, right? A Charlton CDM seems to be a different kind of CDM than a Chelsea developed CDM. Because again, you know my benchmark, who are Vex. Some of the things he did, my favorite player ain't going to do. Grant ain't going to do those things. Grant ain't going to reach in nobody's 18-yard box and take a shot into the side netting. That ain't going to happen. Because that's not the way.
Grant now reaching that box.
No, it's not. That's not the way that Chelsea programs their CDM.
Too far up the field.
He's not going to move. No. It doesn't matter even when he was younger. They're not going to move past the halfway line is different. John Russell is pretty much the same.
But right? you can't compare Gen Z with a probably 80s or 70s baby.
No, so I'm just saying I liked what I saw. He's a work in progress. He's a developmental player. He's not the finished article, but he ticked a lot of boxes. I noticed a genuine friendship between himself and Lembekisi. And he covered for Lembekisi a number of times when Lembekisi was beaten. Michael Hector has a lot of confidence in him. And as he came on the field, you saw those passes reaching him as they would have done at Charlton, both in the training ground and thing. But the reality is there's some games when you're going to need a CDM that closes out the game and helps to park the bus. But good things. The debate about Hector versus Lowe, I think is a mute one. We have to bear in mind the level of the opponent in terms of thing. Welcome back, Michael Hector. And in my view, I think my man of the match would have been the keeper, but a very close second would have been Michael Hector. Because I think the keeper made some 2 outstanding saves. I don't agree with people. I think he's knocking on the door of Andre Blake, and I think he's trying to do to Andre Blake what Ricardo Gardner did to Gregory Mensah. You allow me to look in, and I'm going to take your game and yam your food. Because he did shot stopping yesterday. The same kind of shot stopping that Blake did. He made a tremendous save with his toe. or even his toenail in one of them. He blocked a certain chance that would have made it 2-2, and that would have changed the whole mood of the game. The Grenadian, the 12 Grenadian fans and their steel band would have gotten into the game some more. So a lot of kudos to him. I like what I see from Jamali Waite. And I think the coach has his goalkeeping department set for 2026 right up to 2028. With Kanaya Boyce Clark, Kemar Foster, when he got his chances, he did well. So I believe the goalkeeping department we're good. We're not a problem. And so we can go on working on the spine of the team. That was my assessment. Good win.
All right, Icorix. Okay.
Yeah, man, nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, greetings, gentlemen. So, good result. It wasn't our strongest 11. Hence some of the flaws I saw. But what I observe is that we are conceding less goals. So I think the coach is doing a good work defensively. I just think as we would have been, or the point for the whole night would have been progressing the ball up the field. I think gradually most aspects of the team and the play and so style of play so on forth and so on will improve. But I appreciate the fact that we are conceding less. What I am not pleased with is how we concede. Even the goal that we conceded it was very sloppy. I mean, but in regards to the midfield, what is the panelists' viewpoint on Adevan Williams, Speedy, alongside a DJ and Latibodia?
Jesus Christ. It's a Speedy.
Wherever Speedy is where he belongs.
Those are very speedy answers.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Is this hold on. Is this Mr. Devon Williams talking on the phone?
No.
Oh.
So like him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So as I say, the team seem to be conceding less. I'm just not pleased with how we concede. Yeah. For Sunday, I don't expect more than 4 changes to the 11. I don't want Bailey to be starting. I don't see Bailey contributing much to the game. To be honest.
So Cataract made a point, and I don't see a lot of persons talking about it. Yesterday, Bailey looked injured.
Yeah, it was in
I don't know if
bandage.
I was the only person, if we were the only person who saw it, but despite the performance, he was moving a bit gingerly.
Yeah, me see it too.
His leg was strapped up. It's not.
The bandage.
Yeah, his knee was strapped up.
Bandaged.
So, I was wondering, like, why would the coach risk him at that particular time of the game? I think we were already 3-1, Cataract, if I'm not wrong. I was still 2-1.
Might have been 2-1.
2-1.
The second goal, the third goal came in the 74th minute.
All right. So, to me, I don't understand the risk if he was injured, especially because the pitch was not great, and we know Leon's troubled history when it comes to injury. So I never understood that risk, to be honest. I think we had better changes. And again, you saw it, and then it didn't help. It didn't help Leon's situation as well. because the criticism that he has been receiving from fans, persons would then want to criticize him and say, "Bro, you know you're injured. Why you tell the coach so he can go on?" Because clearly he wasn't running. He was hobbling, and so I was wondering why, but I guess him probably tell the coach that he was okay enough, in which we clearly saw that he wasn't. So I'm just checking to see what will if he will actually be in the starting 11 the next game, and to see if he's still hobbling. Because if that's the case, then there's something that we have to really consider. Because it was a bit weird to see him actually on the field, and I had to question it. So why was he added to the game? Because he didn't offer anything. My honest opinion, I think Whisper could have probably have offered more than Bailey, to be honest.
Well, at least he's consistent.
Get there, look at there, me, cranky.
Well,
That
make we hear from Crooks. Crooks the boat still. Shower curtain, boss.
Yeah, but just I go and listen to the panelists them until my boy are done.
I can go on now, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a good coach.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So good win. We expected to win Grenada same way, coach. I don't care what nobody else wants to say. Whether we play ugly, whether we play good, whether we use the A team, whether we use the B team, or even the C team, we were expected to beat Grenada. No disrespect to them, but with a set, with a set, as I say, whether we play good or play bad, we like for win that game, man.
Crooks, we not hear a good one.
Crooks, I play piano. Crooks, I'm like him, I play the guitar.
Oh, yeah, hear me?
Yeah, we are here now.
Play the ukulele.
Oh, yeah, hear me now? Yeah. So when I say now, coach, see, I kind of have a little concern still, isn't me? Somebody kind of jot down some things like that. So the team I played last night, right, coach?
Yeah.
People that say, boy, I think only two person alone I can say we come in whenever they're on the team and know the what the coach really wants. Whether you start or you come on as a from off of the bench, I think it's just Hector who just come back in and I think Kara, don't it? And this because they really look on it, Greg Lee been here with you know what I mean him not start for him come but that they run and say what the coach really want. True or false?
Yeah, man, you're right.
The front line with Bobby and Shamar and Greer would I say already would I know what the coach. You understand the type of thing what the coach really look for. And Mario being just like Gregory and would I see what the coach really want. So basically I just Hector and this really coach where would I say all right then, you know? Just come in where you know we just a kind of you know I get what the coach want, but the rest of the team basically know what the coach really look for. Whether or not you start or you come on from off of the bench or whatever. So we wouldn't really say boy the team really you wouldn't really say boy you know it's all even though a different players start you wouldn't say it's all new players per se. You get me as a coach? But when I sit on the field, coach, it kind of have me. I wonder. I've been observing over the period since Grimo there, right? From Grimo start, Johnson in the match against Argentina, right? Ravel being dropped as one of the creative man there, right? And with Johnson being the only creative man in the team so far, right? I mean, my youth are just coming. Them are Phillips, right, coach? May I say it seems to me that I don't know, might be wrong, but me I go and watch. There's still room for go and watch to see if that really are going. But it seems to me as if this is what me I get, as me how me feel. I might be right, I might be wrong. But me not feel like the coach really like them kind of player there. Me no know, me I get that feeling there. Me I get that even though we are seen at the games when Johnson come on, you know, he must show with the team really, you know, really lack right there. So the two persons that we are using in the middle there, so which is what's his name? Latti, who is a makeshift CDM and Lambert. Them don't progress the ball well. Right? But we realize so we lack that. Now we may say now, coach, the type of player we have now in the team, right? Me the coach say flexibility. But for some reason it seems to me that it's just a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4 when we attack formation alone. We really see most of the game them. Even though the coach said flexibility, but at that me always see like when we attack, it's like we use 4 forward and 2 midfield and 4 defenders. So the midfield area kinda empty. And I'm saying to myself, we have 2 defensive-minded persons, right? Based on the makeup of the team now. And though the coach say flexibility, it kind of puzzles me away if I wonder if the coach really likes to use the creative players then. Because when I really see there was a total difference last night when Karai and Johnson came on. You know, we had a little more possession, better passes, respect to the young lad. I mean, against a Grenada team, you know, him really, you know, show what he's capable of. And I think I kind of really like him off the ball movements and him work rate. And him work rate so far. You know, him look like a player in the making way. You know, a young player really can improve on the world way so far. We see. I love to see him at the 8th game though, but he looks look like him have look a dribble in him foot. I really see. I say Lambert and Latti have that. Him have some good off the ball movement. I see him run 2 times, 2 decent runs forward. Bobby let him off the ball the first time and then the second time make a run again, but I don't think Bobby saw that run. But him off the ball movement not bad, him work rate not bad. Like him look so far, you know, but this is just Grenada. I look the same look. Me hope him get look more minutes in a 80 match really see since 80 is a better team. But for some reason, coach, the formation that's kind of made kind of hurt me. I don't think with that formation we are utilize the players we have now. I mean, we know the coach has scout, right? And they might have look for player, but this 4-4-2 thing we may see and how we attack. I see this with the players we have really, you know, it give wins, which is good. You know, we know wins will win game. But then for some reason it kind of drive a look of fear. When we play better teams. I think the formation are really that style of play we have really a work for against better team. Yeah, we'll be Grenada, we'll be Trinidad, but then we have to come up against the next level teams, them like the 80, what the Guatemala, them. We seem to struggle to create real opportunities against them. I hear the team young, but the players who have, I think the coach really utilize them, you know, the right way, coach. That's how me really look. It kind of puzzles me. I know, I wonder, I watch for still if this are continue, but it kind of puzzles me if you know, all the coach, like, you know, really like the creative midfielders, them coach. You like players who defensive minded, who tackle and, you know, hard working and you know, and that really has stifle the creativeness we have up front because they not really get the ball to explode like they're known for doing, you see me? So it kind of worry me head, you know. But me I watch and see, I mean, the team now lose, which is good, you see me? I'm rather ugly with that than a pretty loss. But with these teams, I expect for dominate them teams, especially with the players who have, coach. No excuse. With the players who have, I expect for dominate the Trinidad them. Yeah, they might improve and not disrespect them. But with the players who have, coach, I expect for beat them team here at any given day. Now, so they now give competition, you know, because, you know, every team are improve. But we expect our standard, coach, I expect to beat them team here. But for some reason, when we come up against the bigger team, when we know the team are big, when we come up against the bigger team, we can't retain the ball, we can't manage the press, we can't, I don't know, it's like we kind of lapse in certain part of the game, and then even We're going to play the smaller teams. I see against Trinidad and I see against Grenada. As soon as we start scoring, especially when we score first, the way we get complacent is like we just lock off. It's like everything just gone through the door, coach. Once we start winning, it's like we just lock off and then we make the other teams them go into momentum because that's what happened in the game last night, coach. Remember, Grenada at one point grew in the game, coach. And literally did that play look up ball and penetrate the defense that much, but then literally did grew in a confidence and start knocking on the leather. One time I almost worried me, I said, hold on there. And why we have one as a no? So the team does to be, as a work in progress, love the win. But I look to see how we really play against 80, a step above Grenada. And then we receive from here. But nice win. And as I said, the coach now lose, which is good. You see me, as I say, rather ugly win than a pretty loss. But for some reason, I don't think the players are being utilized, as the art for some reason. But there's work in progress, and I still watch the Sewer go on, coach. I look for 80 match for Sewer we really improve, and if we really never improve. But it was just this. So we are look to see. But it's a work in progress. The youth look really good. He look like a real box to box, a young youth, and him young too. So he might volley for improvement.
He might put in whole for mileage.
Yeah, man, him really look good. May I tell the coach, he might have the ball movement, him forward runs them, and then the middle look from the two midfielders and we are using and we not see it. Because when he make them two forward move there, coach, him literally put numbers up there and make space, Because they mark out Shamar and what's the guy name? His name? Next forward name. They mark out Shamar and Romario, So when he make that run the forward, it catch them off guard and a 2-time in beat, Because they don't focus on Romario and Shamar. So you see, if our midfielders didn't make, if even one of them didn't make forward runs like that to support the attack, I think would have look more better and create more chances up front. Based on me on a look at Utah, we know a Grenada, but let's see that in the next game where we look now. Hopefully the coach game more run. Can really look like somebody where we can, we can work on to the future. Good so far. So let's see how he manages better opponents. But good win still.
So coach,
yeah, man.
The real question is going to be, and Crux, who do we pair Keroy Anderson with, right?
Before I ask a question, the Qatar, that's a super chat up on the screen for a long while. Santi 86, big up yourself. Question to everyone in your panel: are we judging based off leagues we watch or Jamaica's past teams and coaches since Grimo's arrival? That's from our argument when I go on good while.
Run past.
Yeah.
You have to judge the team. But look here, if you have players on a team, and granted Grenada are going out and shopping.
I mentioned Granty.
Granted.
Me know, brother, but Grant I feel like.
I will mention that to Grant whenever I feel like. Granted.
Grant I feel like.
Granted that the Grenada's gone out and gotten players. There were a number of non-league players on the field. And so with a couple of Premier League players at our disposal and higher level players, we did and we should put them to bed. I think people are not putting into light, coach, that we were playing away from home. There were some raucous fans, a couple of them, who were in the stadium, who they got a goal, and then they got into the thing and, started dreaming of a draw with Jamaica. And then we brought on some quality and just put the thing behind to bed. So there are circumstances. The coach mentioned the small field. And so, yes, you can play compact and you can do some things that you wouldn't be able to do on a 120 by 100 meter field or an 80 meter by 100 meter field that we have in Jamaica, right? So let's see what it is. I said I expected a 2-1 or 2-0 victory. They gave me 4-1, so I am more than pleased. I said we were going to whack them and zap them, and we pretty much did. I must correct myself because when I'm wrong, I am not above that. I think the possession stat I was referring to seemed to have been the first half stats. That's what I had heard. And therefore, I apologize if I gave the impression that was for the whole game because I know the coach made some adjustments in the second half. Right? But it is what it is. Someone just love chat about me want to drop Sha Matthews. But you can't keep Sha Matthews in that team and me can't drop him. Because Coach Halgrimson and his assistants select the team. And as I said, whoever's in the team, I support. But the fact is the fact. And if you want to be a bootlicker, Shamar Nicholson has a poor conversion rate at international football. That is not going to change. The facts that are there until he starts scoring more than one time in 5. So I don't know what some man talk about, want to fight man out a team and them things. We must be able to reason football with some amount of rational discussion, coach. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, people are gonna have different views on different
but when you're giving a view,
view,
your view is that Shamar must be in the side. The side come talk about man can't move Shamar from the side.
Cataract, but you have to understand what if I don't know who made the comment. What if it is that person's way of communicating his point of view? You understand? So that is his way. So if you have attack it, but not attack it how the person say it. You get what I say?
So he is back, right? Good. Jamali Waite was born in England. I don't know. I think I'm missing something.
Who said that?
No, because apparently the same person. I am xenophobic. English-born player. No, because coach. You see when they do them thing, coach?
Hold on, man. Me I got turn off his sound, man. Because you always put credence to conversations where normally in our comment section. You can answer sometimes them thing in our comment section, by typing, You understand? Yeah, Crooks.
Yeah. Kata just asked a question a while ago. You asked who
I got pair with Karai.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me say this now. Karai seems to me to be a box to box. It don't look like a CDM to me. It look like a box to box. To me. Might be right. But based on how me see him play another game of coach, he look like a box to box. Him run back, he might make tackle, he might cover, he might make passes, and he might go forward fail for the attack.
Hey, as I said that, when I time see him burst a slight tackle, I think one another player was there.
Dexter
Dexter Lace are gonna get blazed.
Dexter.
Yo.
Yeah. So since Cataract asks a question, the coach, I don't believe in the 2 forward business we work with. I tell you the truth. Because I don't see no heap of whole up play from Shamar and Leah from when name Romario. I don't see no whole up play from Romario and Leah from Shamar too much. I say, yo, the 4-4-2. So me, with Cataract, to answer Cataract question, since the coach so we play a 4-2-3-1 coach, me I play Lati as the defensive minded man because he's rough and he put in tackle and he work around it.
I have Karai in front of him.
Me I put Karai beside him. And Johnson in front of him.
Oh, so like a triangle.
Karai has the box to box as the number 8, Lati as the 6, and Johnson as the 10.
Crooks. Karai Anderson.
Me said that already, Travis. A long time. I say Antonio arrived. A long time ago.
Karai Anderson
over hour.
Is a defensive midfielder. He has now added aspects to his game. I don't know. I watch Karai. I watch Karai play Grant when Swindon was in League 1, and I think they played in an EFL Cup game. He's always been like this pitbull defensive player. He has added aspects to his game now that I've seen him when he played for Jamaica. Right? Which I'm saying to you, this is why I say he's a player in development and is not the finished product. So it's interesting that you see him as the box to box and not as the CDM. Because I would have been opposite to you. I'd have been trying to add the likes of maybe like a Malachi Douglas for the future. Malachi Douglas, born in England, beside him. Or would love to see how we would look alongside like a Isaac Hayden, because I know those talks are in progress. But even here, whether it be like a Kevin Lambert, how we would look beside John Russell, it is interesting. All of a sudden, he come on the scene and he make the central midfield interesting to see what pairing would be there. That mighty.
But coach, me the half year
Yeah,
see them beside.
Because we can do but feel like fresh guy.
One out of them.
The coach, we still haven't really answered the super chat in a coach.
Oh yeah. Back to the super chat. You want to take it on, Cranky?
Yeah, it's not a complex question. The question was how we judging the team based off what we see at the highest level. Past team coaches, we're judging the team based on, at least I must speak for myself, based off the quality of the players we have in the team and the quality of the opposition. That's how I'm judging it. And I would expect the coach to enhance and supplement that in a way to take that quality that he has, mold the quality, and compete against the best in CONCACAF. We have not seen that today, and that's been disappointing. And I know people are saying, you guys are negative. I hear Henry saying, all I'm hearing is about we have qualified as a team, and we're the first team to qualify, so why this negativity? I think people like Henry has to understand that we have high expectation of our team, given the quality of players we have recruited and brought to the national team. And we expect to walk through the teams that we're competing against here because they're not in the upper echelon of CONCACAF. They're not Panama, they're not Costa Rica, they're not US, they're not Canada, they're not Mexico. I just named 5 teams which they're not, who are at the top of the food chain. And the way we're playing, we don't seem like we're there. But we are very disturbed by that because we have a lot of quality players playing at the highest level. That's what this conversation is about. It's not about whether or not we should beat Grenada. It's more about we should be, I'm going to use my own term, wiping the floor with these teams, a colloquial term, because we're supposed to be much better than them. So why is it last night we struggled in the first half? We struggled through quite a bit of the game. Second half we got better when, even though Grenada has recruited well, collectively and in volume in terms of number of players, we should be better than Grenada. And when the Grenadas play the US of the world, they get wiped on the floor. Even though we know Grenada's improved, we know Haiti's always give us trouble as a country. But the Haiti playing against Jamaica today is a different Jamaica team because we have supposedly recruited well. That's the issue. So when you're asking what's the criteria we're using, to me it's not complex. If I have a quality team and you have players who decent players, I should be winning and I should be comfortable watching the game. But I said last night I was not comfortable because if you look at the stats, Grenada had what? They had 9 corners, right? I think to our 2 or something like that. They had 7 shots on goal, 5 shots on goal. Sorry, we had 7. They had 14 attempts, we had 12, so they had more attempts than we did. And I said they had 9 corners and we had 2 corners. So they actually, the score may not reflect it, but they gave us trouble. And most fans think they shouldn't give us trouble because we're supposed to be much better. Not complex. So if fans think we're being negative because we are trying to objectively assess the team, how we have played, what has worked well, what doesn't work well, what combination work or do not work, who should be in the team, what positions are not playing well, midfield versus defense versus forwards, how the coach is managing the team, how he's picking the team, how he's setting up the team. These are all legitimate questions which most fans from most countries and most club teams are going to assess, peer through, decipher, and try to come up with, what is the best holistically that we will need to put on the field and the best strategy to get us to win. That's not unique to Jamaica. That's not unique to any country or team. That's how people assess their football. And they're passionate about their football because they live and breathe it. It's like life itself. It's like water that you're drinking. Because they watch it every day. They watch it at all different levels. And they want to see their team go out and produce. And right now, even though everyone said we're the first team to qualify, we struggled against Haiti. We were down 2-0 and struggling, and probably should have, like I said earlier, and we struggled against Honduras, who missed some easy chances. So why shouldn't people get concerned when all this is about in a coach is that at some point in time, we're viewing how do we transition from this to qualify for the World Cup. And that's the ultimate goal. And not only qualify, compete, give the level of players we're recruiting. Why is that so hard to understand? Don't tell us we're miserable and we complain and we're negative. We're trying to make sure that we're in the right path, the right journey, and at the end of the day, we're going to end up achieving our ultimate goal. Because this is not it. We want to play Copa America next year, so we can play against the best team. So we can see our best players play against the best teams, some of the best teams in the world. So we can see if we're going to qualify for the World Cup. And we can see when we go into qualification that we have more slack, that we can truly beat the Panamas of the world, or the Costa Ricas, or all the other teams like Haiti who are going to be beefing up to compete for those last 3 World Cup slots. So I've done with myself as a coach.
All right. So Cranky, I think you mentioned about Shamar. Rob Smith want to ask you, Shamar gets so much bashing, but when last has Antonio put himself in a position?
I didn't mention Shamar, coach, but I can take it if you want me to take it. I didn't mention Shamar.
But Cataract. Oh, sorry, my bad.
But Cranky can go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, Shamar didn't play well in the Gold Cup, let's be honest. I didn't think he was bad last night, but again, people are going to say it's Grenada. He was poor in the Gold Cup, but he may not be playing for his club team. He was poor in the Gold Cup.
Even Whisper actually outplayed him in the World Cup. A lot of persons, including myself, was saying that I believe the first change up top, it should probably be Whisper.
But I like the question, though, because no player should be above being assessed and even say criticized if they're not playing well. No player, whether it's Antonio, whether it's Pinnock. And frankly, Antonio didn't score in the Gold Cup, did he? Now, he worked hard. He
created a lot of chances.
I understand, but he didn't put the ball in the net, which is what he gets paid for.
So he doesn't score a lot of chances for West Ham. But there are other players who live and breathe off Mikel Antonio. Jarrett Bowen being one of them. And it has been said and it has been written about the fact that David Moyes has, in this last window and the one before, decided once he got rid of Samaka to rebuild the squad for the next 2 years around Mikel Antonio. He's the kind of player that you can build a squad around. That's what West Ham have said openly. Now, here's the thing. Cranky, you're correct. Some people, as long as them hear the name of man, all of a sudden you can't say nothing about them because I don't know if they are peered or it's just bootlicking. You have to say something. The truth is the truth. The fact is that whenever Mikel Antonio plays, he is double teamed as a matter of fact and course. No team allows Mikel Antonio single coverage. And in some cases, he gets all triple coverage. What he does well is be able to work the ball out to his fellow attackers. And you would remember, Cranky, there was a goal that he got, that he gave later on.
Demarai Gray, yeah.
Right? And he said he could have taken the shot, but it was more important to him that Demarai Gray gets off the mark for his international career. Right? So he's a very selfless player. He's a tireless worker. He keeps running. Him fold up him shots in a brief thing and roll it up. And when you see him do that, you know, say, boy, the Lion, get ready now. So I think it will be it's football dunceness not to know that Mikel Antonio is an elite striker who brings a different dimension to the game. Not a pure finisher, but he will finish his chances, enough of them.
So basically, in summary, Cataract is saying it would be extremely dumb to try to compare what Mikel Antonio brings to the team as to what Shamar brings to the team.
Right. Shamar brings a physical presence. Mikel Antonio brings pace and power and a magnet for attracting defensive cover. Two different kind of players, my friend. Shamar holds the ball up, which he does fairly well from time to time, but as a the striker in the 18-yard box, he's not clinical. And he has not been for a while. I don't know who's going to argue that.
I don't necessarily cataract about Antonio, but he has Paqueta and Ward Pressing to get in the ball. We don't have midfielders to get in the ball. That's part of the problem we face. And we're not putting crosses in the box to put on his head because he's not a bad header of the ball. So you got to get players to get the player the ball in positions to allow them to be able to be effective and be a better scorer. I think Nicholson did okay last night. I like Nicholson's game, actually. I think he's a better player than he's showing. Much better player than he's showing. Because I watched him quite a bit over the last 3 or 4 years. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's playing at his zenith. And I think his game continues to evolve and he needs to continue to improve. But as you said, he has not been clinical. In fact, he has been poor, frankly, in front of goal in the Gold Cup. And hopefully last night will help to boost his confidence because he scored a good goal last night, a well-taken goal. Hopefully that will help as go forward for him to get that confidence because strikers, you know, strikers are, which is the more they score, the more confident they get and the better they play. Because you're always going to be judged as a striker on goals you scored, and he has not been scoring for his country. So,
and you said it well. You know, as we look around and we're postulating here, I don't know if we're going to get to do things like some player ratings from last night because it would be interesting to see how people rated how various players.
We're not going to touch that tonight.
We're not going to touch that. So that means that left out.
No, we can't touch that tomorrow, man, and do the preview.
So Cranky, a player like Boza for me would benefit tremendously if Jamaica manages to recruit someone like Dwight McNeil, who puts pinpoint crosses on the heads of the target man. And I'd call Boza a target man. Right? The same way that all of a sudden he's back from injury and Dominic Calvert-Lewin is scoring, I think, 2 in 2 games for Everton. I think Boza will benefit from a player like that who's able to accurately put crosses on the head of a target, man. I don't think we have that kind of player in our arsenal, although he's not supposed to be doing it. I saw K-Roy Anderson bend a wicked cross from the right-hand side into the box. I don't know if anybody saw that, and it just seemed to miss everybody because they weren't expecting it. I don't know if anybody saw that cross that he made from the right-hand side.
Nah, but he's probably one of the best crossers in the Premier League of football. But he doesn't want to play for us. He wants to play for England. Good luck.
I don't know. I don't think he's in any discussion.
My understanding that discussion will be held with him and he wants to play for England. That's my understanding.
Okay.
Or he has aspirations to play for England, which people should not be concerned about. No, people, you're born someplace, that's where you live, that's where you grew up. You should aspire to do that.
I've been saying that since day one.
Look at Ghana still trying to get Nketiah. Even when he played today, they're still trying to get him. They're like, you know what? If you don't get into a game where you're compromised in terms of being able to play for us, the door is still open. So those people who have this view, which, you know, English what left or English reject or whatever name you want to call players who is Anderson a reject? He's 19, 20 years old and he come to play for us. Isn't a chance to prove himself and he come directly to play for us. Is that a reject? I don't understand now those terms, that way of viewing people.
Cranky, it's just people being xenophobic. I heard a caller the other day criticizing the coach. And like the host of the show was asking him what is the issue you have with the coach. And that you see the W word came out
And it's automatically just come to my mind and I say, oh, that's the reason why you have a problem with it. Nothing else, Never give no other good reason, But him just say, he might list out of things, a group of things, and then the W word just come out of his mouth. And I'm like, so why you bring up the man's skin color? Why he's not a good fit for the national team?
Because it pretty much isn't anything else he can bring up. I mean, he does have weaknesses and he does have strengths.
And I'm like, you bring up everything, but you bring up why. So I'm like, oh, so that is the actual reason why I have a problem with you. So I realize a lot of persons just, as a cataract favorite word, a lot of Jamaicans are xenophobic, but they're hiding it. They're secretly trying to hide it. They don't want to admit it that they are because they feel embarrassed that they are, but they are.
Sorry, hold on. I want to ask a question because I saw something in here that says Bravo Race Squad. Is that true, Coach? You have any such thing that Kyle Ming, Richard King, and Anglin are joining the squad?
I'm not aware of that. I know that Mikel Antonio has arrived in Trinidad and is currently at the hotel with the team.
No, Kira Anderson was a surprise. Richard Seven, I'm talking about the cross, the very perfect cross that Kira Anderson put into the box that surprised everyone, including our Jamaican attackers. Yes, Anderson can still play for England as of today. I suspect he will come on tomorrow against Haiti, and then that will give him one more game in November, and that will be that. I don't understand angling coming because we seem to have a lot of people in the defensive midfield. So I don't get that one. Right backs, we have two right backs in Tavon Gray and Lembekisi. So I don't see what Kyle Ming will be doing. And is it Richard King in Iceland?
Yep. I think Mr. Speed said the other day that the season ended like a week or so ago.
Oh, a week ago. But I just wondered how we found money to fly him here.
Probably if I want money come to Jamaica and them just give him a flight from Jamaica. I mean, him season finished.
Because the excuse that we are giving why when players are not available, they can't be called up from England is because I think we're short of an attacker. That's where we had Mikel Antonio wasn't available and stuff, and we're short of an attacker. But I look forward to a good game against Haiti. I think we need to whop them. I don't know if we're going to zap them, but we certainly need to whop them. Is there any truth, Coach, that Haiti only has 15 or 16 players in camp?
I'm not aware of that either.
Okay. And there's just one more controversial thing, Coach. There's a player from Haiti who plies his trade professionally in Israel. You aware of that?
No.
A striker, yes. And he's here. So I am left wondering, where is Ronaldo Cephas?
You said they never pay in ticket for coming.
It's very expensive to fly from Israel to the Caribbean.
No. They say, I heard that because of the fighting or the declaration of war between Israel and Palestine, Hamas, Ronaldo Cephas wasn't able to travel. I looked on the Sky page, 19 players between yesterday and today, or yesterday at least, sorry, represented countries and they play in Turkey. And they have left Turkey and gotten to their various national teams.
Cataract, them never buying a ticket for the baller, according to reports. That's what I heard.
As I said, it's very expensive.
Or they forgot
very expensive
about him.
To fly from Turkey?
It's very expensive to fly from Europe to Jamaica, you know. You don't know that.
No, but it's not more expensive than flying from Saudi Arabia, where we flew Damari Gray from.
But Gray has been scoring goals in almost every game.
And Cephas has been playing very well for his club.
Right.
So I'm not talking about the form of the player. I'm talking about whether we're being given the transparent truth by the federation and it's media.
Cataract.
Yeah, my boss.
I think choices had to be made, and choices were made. That's what I think.
You just mentioned the word transparent truth.
I said transparency and truth.
Yes, but you're talking. Who are you referring to?
On Friday, we were at a press conference. We were given the name of 23 players. As usual with Jamaica, by Monday, that 23 had whittled down to like about 19. We were then told that Dujon Richards, who was rusty and who hadn't kicked the ball since the last window, was going to be invited to join the squad, right? After all the reasons were given why he shouldn't be in the squad. And we were told that there were travel difficulties with Ronaldo Cephas, why he would not be joining. I query that. Because when you name a squad, you ask for a release for a player. It's 2 weeks before, or at least 10 days, between 10 days and 14 days before the window that you have to send in for the release from the club. Isn't that correct, coach?
Mm-hmm.
And if you got a positive response that said yes, because obviously you got a positive response from his club and you named him in the team, it's at that point that you book a ticket. You don't book a ticket on a day when somebody's traveling, or I would hope that's not what we're doing. So,
all right, I think with that said, we're gonna put a lid on it. Tomorrow we'll get into the breakdown of being that we're gonna do the preview, so we can look into the player ratings and see how they actually played and see if they are worthy, you know, to make the starting 11 going into the game on Sunday. So, any final thoughts?
Good result. Congratulations to the team. Congratulations to the coach. People have questioned his ability to adapt tactically in a game. He certainly did adapt tactically halftime and made good changes. I know that's been a critique of Cranky about the timeliness of the coach's changes. And we have qualified. And now let's move ahead and top the group. So what we go into next? Is it the quarterfinals we go into next, or
yes, quarterfinal?
Right, the quarterfinals. Are we trying to play against the lowest ranked team? That's what the coach said. Either Costa Rica or Canada, rather than having to face USA or Mexico. And so, yeah, I respect that. You know.
All right, Cranky.
I hope we win against Haiti on Sunday. I hope we start having some system and pattern of play, because it still look like dandy shandy or drying up. And if you dry up the play, it's still all scrambled all over the place. My hope is that occur. And I hope we bring in Greenwood next window. That's like you. We need the more quality players we have, the more we have competition for places, the better off we will be. We need some midfielders also. So let's hope the coach goes and whether they convert some forwards or defenders to midfielders who have that capability. Let's hope he does that, because we need some more help in the midfield.
All right. So big up yourself, Brain Jane, and that super chat. Big up to all the persons who came out tonight. Thanks very much for tuning in. Cranky, Cataract, Crocs, Chevron, Eco Reeks, Issa, they were all on the panel tonight. Again, we return tomorrow. You know what I mean? Until next time, stay safe.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.